This week on Sport Fishing, we're fishing aboard the Excalibur. Last night we left out of H&M Landing, San Diego. We've traveled south. So we're almost out Ensenada. We're offshore quite a bit, about 25 miles. And what we're doing is looking for yellowfin tuna and bluefin tuna. And the goal today is to stop the boat on some big schools of fish and find some tuna for all the people fishing with us today. So stay tuned for this week's exciting episode of Sport Fishing. I'm Dan Hernandez and I live to fish.
All right.
I have been fishing along the Pacific coast my entire life.
Oh!
Let me bring you in the action and share with you some great fishing tips along the way.
Wind a big mound in there, the line tends to fall off either side of the mound and it'll just make a backlash right there. It doesn't matter how much thumb control you put on the spool or what you do, you're gonna get a backlash. I get backlashes all the time. Some say I'm supposed to be a professional at this. I backlash all the time when there's a mound in the center of the spool.
Hot rail.
Setting the standards here for the boys.
First one on the board. Out here with Dan Hernandez.
Thank you, Dad.
Chip off the old block. Atta girl.
A little closer. A little closer. A little higher.
Free spool?
Go. Awesome. Thank you, boss. Right here.
Oh.
Good stab.
I stabbed him?
All right. Second trip on the Excalibur with Dan. Excellent boat, awesome crew. Couldn't ask for a better trip.
Well, they always say that was a kind calico bass reel.
Yeah,
Oh, she's on! Over the top! Over the top! There you go. Patient, guys. right there.
Set him up, set him up.
Careful, you're on this side. He's got it right there. Going easy, lift. Couple wide. We're full up. Told ya. Lip. One pull up, two. Lip. You're under and over. You go under. Now you come. There you go. Beautiful. There's another rider. Lift. Oh, don't lift. There we go.
Fish number 2 on the Excalibur with Dan Hernandez. Thanks, Captain.
You're very welcome.
We're on our first stop of the day here of biting yellowfin, and it's pretty wide open already. We got big boils right here in the corner. We got fish going. Let me get underneath you. Coming through, boys. This is what you dream of on fishing trips. Over. Where are you guys? Straight up and down? Straight up and down. Go on the other side, you're gonna get tangled. We just got 5, 6 fish going right here. You guys are all talking, working with one another. I'm pinned on here. Let me get back over in the corner.
It's nothing like this, huh?
This is crazy fishing. This is what it's like. If you guys don't have a fish on, wind in. Get on the other side. Go over, under.
Last night.
Color. Gaff. Right here.
Excuse me, pardon me.
There we go.
Tastes great, less filling.
This is Captain Joel, got us on the spot here. Excalibur.
We love biting yellowfin.
The fish are biting just like last year's trip. We got nice fish here. We got about 20 more fish hooked up right now. Let's
I gotta go.
See what
Sorry,
All
Dan.
right. Let's take a little break from the action here with the Excalibur and go to the tackle box and give you a good look at the gear you need for this type of crazy fishing. This week in Tackle Box, I want to talk to you a little bit about what we're doing today. We're offshore tuna fishing, and when we talk about tuna fishing, Southern California, normally we talk about small school-sized fish from like 12 pounds to 20 pounds, sometimes 30 pounds, and you get all excited. Well, this season, it's been totally different. You can have anywhere from 20-pound fish up to 300-pound fish when you're out here fishing locally. And that was never the rule before. In the past, boats had to travel very far to find those 100 pounds, 200-pound fish. And to think about a 300-pounder off Southern California, really, you would never think about doing that or even be prepared for it. But as we've seen this season, there's fish that size swimming right here, right off Southern California, from San Clemente Island down to the border, even some caught on the backside of Catalina Island. And because of that, you have to be prepared. You have to bring just about everything with you when you go tuna fishing these days. The lightest I would bring would be something like this, low profile for the school-sized fish. You want to put 65-pound Spectra on here, and then a small piece of fluorocarbon by half the length of the rod. For the smaller school-sized fish, 20-pound, 25-pound works out good. And again, 65-pound Spectra is what I would put back here. And a light outfit like this is great for that school-sized fish. The 20 to 30-pound fish, no problem, they work out great. A little bit bigger grade, that 50 to 100-pound class, you want to go up to a bigger reel. And some like this works out really nice, a small 2-speed. Here I would go 80-pound Spectra on the bottom, and 50 or 60 pound either fluorocarbon or monofilament with a small piece of fluorocarbon leader on top of it. That fluorocarbon makes all the difference in the world when you're throwing a live bait right up on the surface, especially with all the bluefin mixed in. That fluorocarbon really helps a lot. And if you're fishing down deep like yo-yo fishing, you don't need the fluorocarbon, but for that surface bite, you really need the fluorocarbon. You'll catch a lot more fish. And having the 2-speed helps out. If you hook a fish over 100 pounds, it'll help you line that fish. You want a medium to heavy action rod for that type of fishing. And then you have to bring something heavy just in case. In the old days, we would just bring a reel like this for trolling. But now when they're fishing the heavy jigs down deep for the big bluefin, this would probably be the smallest reel I would use. Might even want to go up to a 50, and you want to have anywhere from 100 to 300 pound test leader. You just really got to up your game when you're going for the big bluefin. And I know this looks like a big outfit to you, or a heavy reel, but really for these big tuna that are here this year, this isn't that big. Guys are using much bigger reels, and it's making a difference. That's how they're catching those 200 and 300 pound fish, by using the heavier gear. If you caught a 300 pound fish on this lighter gear, chances are you're just gonna get spooled, you're never gonna land it. But with this, at least you have a shot to get the fish to the boat. Now, as far as artificials, I've been doing really good this season using the Magic Metal 4.5 ounce in red, catching bluefin and yellowfin on it, casting it out and working it back right along the surface nice and fast, having it dart back to me, and tuna have been jumping all over it. Works out really, really good. And as far as hooks, you never know what you're gonna have for bait down here in San Diego, so you always have to bring a selection of hooks. Small hooks is what we've been using most of the season with the smaller live baits, but you need some bigger hooks in case you have mackerel for bait or big sardines, and I always have some really big hooks in case there's marlin or those massive tuna too. So bring a selection of hooks with you. You can't buy them, you know, when you're out at sea. You have to bring the stuff with you. So make sure you have a wide selection of hooks. You don't need a lot of them, but you need a wide selection of different size hooks. Well, this is the basic gear you need for this type of fishing. Let's get back on the water and show you more exciting action right here on Sport Fishing.
Fresh one! Go! Call it out for him! Fish coming in. Over under.
I need a gas.
Okay, so today we found a nice sonar mark. We stopped the boat, shoveled some fish food over the side, and it seems like they're responding pretty good. Not too hard to get a bite. 20 pound, 30 pound, 40 pound, pretty easy. Every bait in the corner right now. So, mission accomplished, I think.
Watch the lines, guys. Watch the lines. Come to the corner. Come to the corner.
Over you. Down.
We're good, we're good.
They're smart.
Nice fish. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good job, Reed.
This week in the Galley, we're in Torrance, California at the Sushi Chef Institute. And standing next to me is the head man himself, Chef Andy. Thanks, Chef. Thanks for inviting us over.
Thanks so much.
And what do you have in store for us today?
We have tuna poke. It's very popular from Hawaii,
Yep.
but I do arrange my way, and it's kind of a little unique way in the corn.
And the tuna we're using is local yellowfin tuna.
Yeah.
But this season we caught a lot of skipjack, and skipjack would be great for this
Yeah,
dish too.
yes, it is. It is. Sure.
So how do we get started?
Okay, we have kind of skipjack, and the tuna should be red, nice red meat. So we cut it a dice. I'm making a sausage. My sauce is very simple. Sweet and sour 3 times. 1, 2.
That's just a sweet and sour paste?
Yes. And 2 soy sauce. 1 and 2. 1 sriracha. Ooh, too much. 1.
There's never too much.
No, it's enough. Okay, good. So this is my poke sauces.
Okay.
And we mix it with together, nicely. And I do a little bit of seasoning for red onion and green onion and yellow onion, sweet onion. Sesame seeds good together. So got a healthy tuna poke. Next one is the guacamole.
Okay.
So I have avocado. Okay, do that. And guacamole was I use for white miso. They're pretty Japanese. My way of guacamole.
Do they have avocados in Japan?
Getting into, but still import.
They're imported.
Yeah, but it's a typical Los Angeles. And a little red onion, green onion, and we do have yellow onion. We do salt.
A little bit of salt.
And we do a lemon juice, lime juice. Okay.
Are you using the lime juice to keep the green color or for the flavor?
That flavor, and then also avocado changing quickly, so we have to do keeping it nice yellow and green color too.
Okay.
Oh, because we need to have a cilantro here.
It's starting to look like a Mexican dish with cilantro and avocados,
Well,
onions,
yes, it is.
Southern California sushi. But really, this is a Hawaiian dish, right?
Hawaiian dish, but it's just mixing and a culture together.
Right.
Yes, it is. We're here in Los Angeles. There's so many people in here. So. And we have poke in here. And a unique one, and I have wonton skin. They're a little bit of corn style. It's easy to eat. So I do for little one in here first. And 3 piece. And we do poke inside. So just want a triple culture put together.
A little more avocado.
More avocado. So Japanese, Hawaiian, and a Mexican all together.
All right, Chef, I have to try this.
Sure, you can see nicely. It's so good.
That is really, really good.
Yeah, it's a nice and crunchy, a rich taste, and a poke's and everything. That's just
And all the flavors.
it's all flavored together.
Avocado, the
Tuna,
fish,
yeah.
the lime, cilantro. It's really, really delicious. And again, this season we caught so many skipjack, guys. Don't be afraid to use skipjack instead of yellowfin tuna. You won't be disappointed. It's a great dish to make.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Chef.
Okay, thank you.
Let's get back on the water and show you more exciting action right here on Sport Fishing.
Oh yeah.
Gaff!
way to lay it out right there, Dan.
Thank you. Way to
I
head
missed
gaff
his
it.
eye.
Beautiful head gaff.
Can you believe I missed by that much? Need one?
It's just awesome fishing here aboard the Excalibur. That's Captain Joel,
That was.
and he's gone. Go gaff another fish. It's just nonstop action. It's just throwing a live bait right in the corner. Fish coming up to eat it. We started with 20-pound tests. Now guys are using 40. Just crazy fishing. Let's take a little break from the action, and when we return, I'll be giving you this week's tip of the week. For this week's tip of the week, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how we caught the fish today. And it was classic tuna fishing. Those bluefin tuna came on the heavy jigs, fishing deep, over 100, around 200 feet of water. And that's how we got those 2 bluefin. And the yellowfin, it was all about fishing right on the corner with a good lively bait. That spent a little bit of time at the bait tank to get a good live bait. But once you got that pinned on with a small hook, like a size 2 hook, 20 or 25-pound test line worked great. And if you use fluorocarbon, you got bit even faster. So that's this week's tip. On tuna bite like this, when the fish are picky and the smaller baits, you have to downsize your tackle, a 20, 25-pound test line, and that smaller hook made a big difference, size 2 hook. Well, Captain Joel and the whole crew with Excalibur did a great job. I'm Dan Hernandez, hoping you enjoyed this week's episode of Sport Fishing, and I hope you join us again next week as we go looking for more of the best in sport fishing.